What's on, everyone? Jeremy here from The Quartering, working live through vacation. I hope that you're staying informed. A huge congratulations to Timmy Pool. I guess he's having his baby right now. So one like equals one mini baby beanie for Tim. Now, maybe this will signal the return of the Beanie Baby craze of the 90s. We don't know. But Doge, the $5,000 check thing yesterday, it looks like it is actually likely to happen. Now, will it be $5,000? We'll have to wait and see. And I do think there's a valid argument being made by a lot of people who are saying, don't send me the money, pay down our debt. I think that that's a very noble position to take. And I think that ideally everyone benefits when we pay down our national debt. We reduce inflation. You do that kind of stuff, you end up maybe making more than $5,000 over time. That said, I'd be willing to bet all of my money on a near 100% chance Trump gets his face on Mount Rushmore if he sends out that check. But let's get Trump's words on the check. By the way, these last 2 days, you guys have been awesome checking out, helping me get launched on Amazon. We put all of our coffee there. So if you go to Blueberry Coffee or Blueberry K-Cups, you might have to scroll down, but you're going to find our Blueberry K-Cups there. Do me a huge favor. If you haven't tried them yet, or you already love our Blueberry K-Cups, search up Blueberry Coffee or Blueberry K-Cups, find it, click it, and then pick some up. And we need reviews, specifically 5-star reviews. So if you're somebody who loves it already, pick up a box, leave a review. And I would be eternally thankful. There's a subscribe and save option on Amazon. It's all around cheaper for you. Yes, I make a little less money, but hopefully new people will find it. So if you just go to Amazon Blueberry K-Cups, you'll scroll down, you can find us, click it. And when you're on the actual listing, if you don't want the blueberry, you can do the right below, it'll say visit the Coffee Brand Coffee store. You can click that, and it'll take you right to our Coffee Brand Coffee store, where we have all of our non-flavored and our original roast, all also available on Prime. And you can see some of them we're selling out already. Only one left there. The dark roasters, only 7 left. So we're selling through it quickly. But we also have our flavored coffee. We have all of our flavored and non-flavored K-Cups. So you can scoop up whatever you want. The cases are cheaper here. So yes, but we need reviews too. So please consider helping us get launched over on Amazon. It'll be better for everyone. And if we get enough reviews and enough traction on Amazon, I will make it available in Canada and the UK as well. Let's hear Trump on his check, on his decision on the checks.
We've accomplished more in 4 weeks than most administrations accomplish in 4 years. On my first day in office, I imposed an immediate federal hiring freeze, a federal regulation freeze, and a foreign aid freeze. I signed an order creating the Department of Government Efficiency and put a man named Elon Musk in charge. Thank you, Elon, for doing it. And he's doing a great job. Right, it's really, he's a very committed person. He's
I believe
a seriously high IQ individual. Now, he's got his faults also, I will tell you that. But not too many of them, which is now really waging war on government waste, fraud, and abuse. And they're curbing inflation and saving taxpayers billions and billions of dollars every single day. And there's even under consideration a new concept where we give 20% of the Doge savings to American citizens and 20% goes to paying down debt, because the numbers are incredible, Elon.
20% to the American citizens, 20% paying off debt. I think I would be fine with that. I think I would be 100% fine with that. I get it. I get to hardliners who are like, just keep the money. I already don't have it. I'd rather pay down our debt, reduce inflation. You are right. That is the correct response, okay? But boy, I think $5,000 per American taxpayer would probably go a long way. You know, a lot of people are still carrying a lot of debt. from the lockdowns and things of that nature, and I'm not against it.
So many billions of dollars, billions, hundreds of billions, and we're thinking about giving 20% back to the American citizens and 20% down to pay back debt and pay down debt.
I mean, this country hasn't paid down debt in forever, right? The numbers are incredible. He said, if you look at the value, if it were real estate, the balance sheet debt is tiny, but we still want to pay it down. Trump said of the initiative could encourage Americans to report where there's waste. They'll be reporting it themselves and participate in the process of saving money. And I think the one way you can incentivize Americans to do that is pay them money, right? Like, you can incentivize Americans to get like the Chans and all the internet autism in the world would find it, especially if you were paying bounties. I'm 1,000% for that. You get what you incentivize, right? Doge revealed Tuesday that Trump has saved taxpayers a staggering $55 billion in less than just 1 month. The bulk of the savings were reportedly found through a combination of detecting and deleting fraud, canceling contracts and leases. In response to the achievement, Fishbeck wrote, President Trump and Elon Musk should announce a Doge dividend. We talked about that yesterday. Here you say Trump is, in fact, weighing the option of the Doge dividend, which I think would be great. It's unclear precisely how much Doge has saved to date, but Musk has a stated goal of $1 trillion in annual cuts, and his 100-person team blazes through federal bureaucracy, effectively closing some agencies, mass firing employees at others, and canceling contracts deemed wasteful. I mean, I think you could probably get that trillion from the defense budget pretty quickly. And I'm not talking about making us less safe, because that's what the neocons will say. Like, oh, you want to make us less safe? We need all that money for our military contracts. You don't. Sorry, you don't. I think ultimately that's just the long and short of it. You don't need that money. Everybody knows it. And but here's a weird twist. I do actually want to show the Doge website, which, to be fair, again, I don't know how much of this is real, right? But this is their website. Let's balance a budget. Doge's total estimated savings are $55 billion, which is a combination of fraud, deletion, detection, contract and lease cancellations, contract and lease renegotiations, asset sales, grant cancellations, workforce reductions, programmatic changes, and regulatory savings. We are working to upload all of this data in a digestible and fully transparent manner with clear assumptions, consistent with the applicable rules and regulations. To get started, listed below are a subset of the contract and lease cancellations. For the former, the contracts listed are those that have been posted publicly. So, I mean, there's a certain amount of, they've got to, declassify thing. Here's the wall of receipts, which is pretty funny. You can kind of go through the contracts that they put. Here's $10 million for, what was this? OMWI trading transport, 25 million for the Department of Agriculture for diversity, equity, and inclusion. 25 million for diversity, equity, and inclusion, again, for the Department of Agriculture. So again, are there some duplicates? I don't know. They're putting this out. I'm willing to give them some level of the benefit of the doubt. It's a fun website to go to, doge.gov/savings. Now, not everybody's really happy with Doge, and I've talked about this before. There is going to be a little baby in bathwater stuff going on. And you hope that some of the good people that got cut who were probationary, if there is a requirement for their job, that they get brought back. Some of the good people who are probationary might be able to be rehired back on after they fire, after they go through whatever legal process is required to terminate some of the longer term people. Here's Jesse Waters turning on Trump and Doge for callous cuts after his veteran friend got the chop. I mean, you can't be for mass firings and not understand that there's going to be 2 to 5% of those people who probably shouldn't have been fired. It's just it's the nature of the beast.
Let me tell you a story about Chris. Chris was a guy I met at a shooting event in New Jersey last year.
Was Chris in the interview? Or this is another guy? This is Chris.
Is it a male or female?
Let me finish. Oh, 55 billion.
I love you.
55
And
billion.
so he was a 20-year veteran of the U.S. military. He was one of these guys in one of these elite units. Killed a lot of bad guys. Put his life on the line. Okay. And now he punched out after 20 years and working for the Pentagon. And he's only been there a few months, so he's probationary. And he just found out he's probably going to get laid off. He's going to get doged. And he texted me and he said, Jesse, this isn't good. I'm upset. This is really sad. And this guy's not a DEI consultant. This guy's not a climate.
Jesse, no disrespect to you, but that does not mean the job he had was required. A lot of the bloat comes from, people in these positions for jobs that shouldn't even exist. I'm not saying that his shouldn't exist. I don't know that answer. But just because he was laid off doesn't mean that it's a tragedy. There are going to be good people that get cut. And the reality is, if they get a reasonable severance, good people will find good jobs elsewhere.
Consultant. This guy is a veteran. So when you're talking about doging people, veterans should get priority. Because if you're going to go out there and kill...
No, they shouldn't. No, they shouldn't, Jesse. They are a line item. They are an employee. Veterans should not get priority. And I'm far too cowardly to have ever served my country. But to say that veterans should be allowed to continue to have jobs that are no longer required just because they're veterans is bonkers. Now, he may be just reacting emotionally here because it's his friend, and I'll give him that benefit of the doubt. But he's wrong about that. Just because his buddy's a veteran, he's just doing the same thing that the left is doing, right? He's doing the same thing the left is doing. Think of the kids, right? Pete Hegseth orders the Pentagon to make plans for major budget cuts to align Trump Doge priorities. This is bonkers. This is everything the American people voted for. Cutbacks at the Pentagon. The money saved through these cuts will be realigned with other Trump defense priorities, the Pentagon said. Yeah, like the border. That'd be great. Pete Hegseth has ordered the agency to develop plans to slash 8% from the Department of Defense budget in each of the next 5 years to align with President Trump. The thing is, the Department of Defense's budget is so massive, 8% would be hundreds of billions of dollars. I don't know if I can find it. Department, gonna have to go to Google for this one. Department of Defense budget. Let's say 2024, let's just say last year. $840 billion. So 8% of that would be $160 billion. Wrong. Do math much? 10% would be 84 billion. So it'd be like $60 billion. Billion with a B. They should probably cut 30 or 40% of it. Going after the defense budget, the Pentagon, I'm here for it. Please do check out, go to Amazon.com, type in Blueberry Coffee or Blueberry K-Cups. Find our listing. We should be on the first page for you. Pick up a box. And as importantly as picking it up, please do leave a review. Our blueberry cobblers are best. But if you go to the page, you can also visit Coffee Brand Coffee and you can get all of our other K-Cups. We're fully stocked there with our dark roast K-Cups, our light roast K-Cups. You can subscribe and save. You can even get a full case at a discount there too. So if you like the dark roast gingerbread, strawberry, blueberry, pick up the case. There's only 18 left there, only 20 left there, 14 here. So pick those up and leave a review. Hopefully we earn a 5-star review. I want to start competing with these. I've said a long time ago, I take my coffee business seriously. It's not just some dropship garbage like what everyone else sells. So please help me compete on Amazon. I really, really, really appreciate you tuning in. We'll talk to you again real soon.